Welcome to Saka Computer Online. This is our next class. We'll be looking at how to make use of some basic tags or elements in HTML. As we have done in the previous class, we have learned the basic HTML tags to create a simple web page using Sublime Text, a text editor. So we have done that. Now we want to proceed by learning some additional tags that as you progress in your HTML learning, you will be making use of them as time goes on. So one of them is using a break, that is a line break, which is similar to what we call enter key on the keyboard when you are typing in MS Word or in other different types of application. So I'll be showing you how to make use of that. For example, if you have this as your web page, excuse me, let me quickly go into a page that we have used before, or let's just save this, Control S, or you say click save file and say save as. Okay, so I'm going to say index.html. Alright, I said save. Okay, alright, I save it into where did I save it into? Okay, alright, I don't want to save it into that place. Let me take it out of that. Okay, and the location where you save your file really matters, because when you are using it for important work, you have to gather your files into a particular location where you can easily access them and they can be accessible. Okay, so we have HTML. This is not new anymore. The title is lesson 2 Saka online class. Okay, so this is what we'll be looking at now. So it's a Saka online class. So we have that, and in the body we want to make use of the break element. So I have my paragraph, and I close it. Then I have this. I want the paragraph to have welcome to Saka. Welcome to Saka Computer. Now, this paragraph here, I quickly want to implement the break. So no matter how long your line is, the break is going to force the line to go to the next line, next available line. Alright, welcome to Saka Computer. We train people on computer usage and also sell computer. We also sell computer parts. Alright, so as long as this line is, as long as it is this way, this break here will force the line to go to the next line when it's eventually printed out, but that is not that is not in the coding. You place it the way you want it in the code, but in the browser the page is going to make this particular uh, line that started from we train people on computer usage and also computer and also sell computer parts. It's going to force it to the next line. Let us quickly see that. Let me save the file. Ctrl S, view in browser, open in browser. Right, you see that displays now. I said, welcome to Saka Computer. We train people on computer usage and sales computer parts. All right, that is what's that particular page we do for you. The next thing we want to look at now is we want to make use of color. How do you change the background color of your page? I believe you've gotten how to add the break to your work. It's just like you want to make something like enter. All right, so having done that of the break, we are going to see how you can add background color to your page. Let's say, for instance, I want to add background color to this page here. I want to add background color to this page here to something like a powder blue. Okay, I will do that using this. So you change the background color of the entire body by going to the body tag and said style. We are still coming to this style. This style is an element of a cascading style sheet, that is CSS. So you say background, you see background color, the color is COLOR, not the COLUR. So you have to make sure that the color is spelled correctly. If you are using an autocomplete text editor, it's going to display the example or the possible property that you can use for that particular style that you want to implement. So let me say powder blue semicolon. So the style will start with the word style equal to open quotes, open double quotes, then the name of the property, background color, colon, then powder blue. You can say green, you can say red, you can say blue, you can say dark blue, depending on the name that is an allowed name in the HTML syntax or grammar. So if I want to check on this now, going to my page and pressing Ctrl R, you see it's changed that page to what is it called, powder blue for me. And that's, you can use your own different type of color that you want to implement on your web page. Is that clear? All right, so having done this, I may want to change the color of the text on my page. So that's the next thing we want to quickly look at now. I want to change the color of the text that appear. For instance, if I want to change the color of this line here to be something different. So in our previous class, I've showed you how to apply heading into the page. So if I want to change that to heading, and somebody tell me what that is going to be, that is going to be what is it called, using the heading like H1 tag to increase that. So right, I believe you got that from the previous lesson. Okay, now what I said, I want to change the color of this text here to something, say green or tomato. All right, so if somebody is thinking, how tomato, are we cooking a stew or a soup? No, it is not a stew. It's not a stew or a soup, but it's the name of a color. All right, let me quickly show you what that means in HTML. Okay, so now come the text that you want to be changed to that particular color, you go into the tag that is exactly or that is within that particular text that you want to change to that particular text. All right, to that particular color. Sorry, beg your pardon. So you say style is equal to is equal to open double quotes. Then you have font. Okay, sorry, is color. You have it there, and you say tomato. Then you have it as then you end with it semicolon. So when you do this is going to apply this color to the whole of the uh, parts of that particular web page. Okay, let me quickly add uh, heading to this tag. All right, so Saka computers. Online. Okay, save your work. Okay, all right. Let's say that I want the color to be in that part, and I want this one to be the Saka computer online. I want it to be blue color. Say have it say style color blue semicolon. Save your work. All right, now I'm going to right click, open in browser, then you have your work display that, and that is all you go. So you see, that's how you change the color of text in your what is it called, in your HTML page. So this one up here is done using h1 tag, that is for heading, like your headline news, the heading of the title of a particular program. You want it to appear like that. So that is how it appear. That is how it's going to appear when you use the h1 tag. When you want it to be smaller, you use h2. More smaller, you use h3. More smaller and more smaller and more smaller, you continue using the ending is h6. That is from h1 to h6. So okay. So we're looking back to what we started with. We started by using the break line. The break from this part here, these two lines, they are one line in the coding part, but we break them into different parts by using the break tag. So that is a line break, that is using the br tag. So that is the first thing we did, and we now went further to look at how you can change the background color of the page. Then we also look at how you change the color of the text that you have in the background in the page. So okay, now looking at the page that we have now, you may want to increase the size or decrease the size of the text that you are displaying. So that is the next thing we want to look at now. Let us quickly look at how you can increase or decrease the size of the text that you want to display. Okay, let's say I have a paragraph of search. I want to say the Saka experts also teach programming languages like, alright, programming languages like. Then I want to use a list. I think I showed you how to use list in the previous class. The list is like you want to itemize. Let's say we teach you how to use Python, teach you how to use Java, teach you how to use C++, teach you how to use JavaScript, So you can copy. What I just did there is I did copy and paste, and then modify the text in here. C++ tissue HTML tissue what is it called, tissue JavaScript. So you can decide to list whatever you want to list in your own. Alright, let us quickly see if I want to change the size of this particular text here. But before we do that, let's see how it looks like in the page first. Okay, see, SACTech expert, also teacher programming languages like Python, Java, C++, HTML, JavaScript. You can see this dot here in Microsoft Word is called bullets, but actually what bullets and numbering is used for in MS Word is for itemizing your text. So the same thing is down here using the list elements. Okay, now we want to increase the size of the text that we have here. So we can do that by just going this way. I want to quickly increase the size. Yes, I say style, you say font size. You see, it brought it out. So let me say I want to increase this to something like 16. Font size is equal to 16. Then I will save that. Control S. So let me quickly see how it looks like in the page once more. Okay, I think 16 is not too big, so they may not see the difference clearly now, but let us see 24. Let's change it to 24 to see how it's appeared. 24. Okay, let's go back again to see what it now looks like. Okay, I think 24 too is not as bad. Okay, all right. Let me see. Uh, 30. Okay, let me say 200%. Let me use the percentage. Let me use the percentage method. Save it, then browse, open in browser. Alright, you can see that. So that is increasing or decreasing the size of your what is it called, of your text in the web browser. So if you want it to be 100%, it to be 100% of the original size that it was before. If you want it to be a little bit bigger, you increase the size. So you can still get more out about that in any other documentation that you may lay your hand on. So that is increasing the size of the text that you have. The next thing we want to look at is we want to see how to change the size, the font style of this text. Like if you have like in this place here, we have it as something that it appeared to be like Times New Roman. If you want it to be Arial black, you have something like this style, font family. That is, you use font family for that. Font family, said Arial black, or let me just leave it as Arial. But if you have something like Arial black, let's see, you have to place it in uh, in quotation mark, otherwise it may not work. You have to place it in quotes, otherwise it may not work. Let's see that. Yeah, save it, save my work. Then let me see, browse, open in browser. You see that Arial black, so it's worked perfectly. All right, now I want to change this Java to something like Vedana. So the same thing I will just do, copy the one here, Ctrl C, then click here, space it out, Ctrl V, then I can change this to Arial. The next one, I want to change that to, okay, excuse me, I did not end this one here. Okay, so that is what happened there. There is a missing quotation, double quotes there. There's a missing quotes there. Okay. Oh, sorry, I mistakenly copied incomplete code there. Right, so I rectified it. Okay, now I want this one to be Taoma. So once you are having Arial is just a single word, so I don't need the single quote again. Once you are using a singular name for the font's name, you don't need any quotes around them anymore. So let me say I want to use Tahoma in this place here. So provided you know the name of the fonts that you want to use, you can go to MS Word, you can go to CorelDRAW, copy the names of the font that you want to use and just type it, and it is going to work better for you. All right, let me quickly show how this one looks like in this in the browser now. Okay, you see this is the Arial black, this is the Arial, this is Tahoma. This one appears to be like a Times New Roman. Now I'm going to change the JavaScript to something like Elephant Grant. I think I hope I still remember that name. Okay, but that is just, let's leave that. Let's move on to another property or another type of styling that we can apply to your page. Okay, now I want to make this particular text here to be centralized. I want this text here, the list, I want them to be centralized, or I want everything from this part here down to be centralized. So how do I achieve that? So to do that, you can still use the same what is it called, the styling that you started from the beginning here. You can still use it to centralize the whole of them. Okay, so but if I want everything from here down to this place to be affected, instead of me stopping my paragraph here, I can decide to take off this paragraph ending mark and bring it down here, so that everything within this p tag will be affected. Okay, now I want to add font style. Look at the place I'm placing my fonts. Sorry, text alignment. Sorry, not font this time around. text alignment, text align. So I say text align, I want it to be center. So press that and I save as a text align center, save. So now when I go to my right click, open in browser, you see my what is it called, is now displayed in a at the center of the page, and this also fell within that particular uh, range. Okay, let me quickly check again once more. Yeah, this is the paragraph that fell within that particular uh, that's page. Okay, the paragraphs is within that particular range, and everything is being what centralized. So the list is as well under the centralized paragraph. So the paragraph has been is now having a centralized look. Okay, let me quickly check something out. Let me return back this to this place and save it. Let's see how it looks now. Open in browser. Okay, this. Okay, let me check this again. It's closer to the screen edge here. Let's see how it looks when we apply the paragraph to it. Ctrl S. I undo and I return it back to making it fall within the paragraph. Right click again, open in browser, and let's see. Okay, there's not much difference in it. So the centralized affected the upper part. So if you can see, let me make the page more visible so that you can see how actually it looks like this time around. Okay, this is the end work that we have done so far. We changed the color of the text. We break the line from this part here to the next line. We added a header to it. We create a list, added fonts, different fonts to the list, and we change the font style, we change the font size, and we also make the text to be aligned in a particular way that we want it. We want it center, if we want it left, if we want it right. Okay, it will be done in that way. Let us quickly look at right align. So if you do this and say instead of center, you say right, and you save it. When you right click and you say open in browser, it's going to display. See, the text fell to the right hand side. So that is what that's effect has done on your page for you. Okay, let's quickly see. It was affected on this. Let's check text align on this languages to align, place there. Text align, place in the second one, and respectively, etc. You add it to each and every one of them like that. Okay, so when you do that, it's going to make the text in the list 2 to be centralized. Okay, let us see if that works. Okay, all right. So this is right align now. That's why it's all brought all of them to the right hand side. So if we are going to make them to be centralized, so we use that as center. So copy and paste the center align center 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 and then center. Okay, so this is how the code will be done, and this is it here. So when you have the code as it is now, when you on simply right click, open in browser, you are going to see your text centralized, and that is it. So that is how you centralize your text to be as beautiful or well arranged as so to say, sort of a thing. All right, so this is the end of the class for today, and I believe every one of you have gotten one or two things to add to what you have already knew or have learned before. If you have any question, any information you want me to know about, or experience you have gotten, you can reach me on this particular number here. You can reach me on this number here, and if you wish to join our online class on our WhatsApp group, you make use of this link here to join the class. All right. Once more, this is Subtext Computer Online, and I said thank you and goodbye.